What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today. We're going to talk about Town Hall 8 dragons and how to use them effectively. We're going to talk about mass dragons and how to use them not only for raiding but in war. So we're going to talk about scouting bases and stuff like that. So let's check out the dragon's base stats. Lots of damage per second, 180 damage per second, pretty nice hit points, 2,300 hit points, super high expensive elixir training cost, 33k for level 3 drags. They do splash damage. They don't really have a favorite target. They'll target anything, ground or air. They're 20 spots, which is a little bit heavy, but it works. 30-minute training time and 16 movement speed. So average movement speed, long training time. But let's get into some of these replays and check out what I'm talking about here. Alright, so this first raid, we're going to be using Zap Quake for all these. If you're going to use Town Hall 8 Dragons, I feel like you have to use Zap Quake. Zap Quake is basically 1 Earthquake and 2 Lightning spells to take out one of the air defenses. So we're going to take out that air defense and we're going to start funneling our dragons in. You want to kind of create a funnel, create a space where there's not going to be any buildings for them to kind of spread out to, rather where they're just going to go inwards on the base. So you saw there, I took out kind of the inside or the outside buildings, and those 4 like dragons I dropped right there, they kind of stayed in the middle there. So that's kind of how you want to funnel your dragons in there, kind of create a zone for them to work their way in. We get our max loons. Always bring clan castle loons because usually you can get to the air defenses pretty fast. As you see here, we got to the air defenses super fast, took them out, and from there it's just going to be super easy. Really, there's not a whole lot of stuff that's going to take out your drags except for archer towers and Teslas. Wizard towers aren't going to really damage your dragons a whole lot. I like to drop the king kind of as a decoy against the archer tower. Just let the archer tower focus on the king for a little bit while the drags work through the building. But as you see here, we still have a lot of drags left, and we're going to get a nice, easy 3-star with this raid. Super easy dragons, guys. You should be using dragons if you think that you can get the 3-star. 100%, 600, almost 700k loot. Let's get into the next replay. Okay, let's scout this base a little bit. Let's do a little bit of scouting. Let's talk about what's going on in this base. So the air defenses are kind of awkward, but if you notice, this one here and this one over here by the air sweeper are kind of near the edge. This one in the middle is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass because it's surrounded by storages, but that's where our rage is going to come in effectively. If you can rage properly, it's going to be really well. So we're going to zap this one. We're going to take this one out, and then we're always going to want to try to go behind the air sweeper. So the air sweeper is pointing this way. So we're going to want to come in on this side of the base, behind the air sweeper. You don't want to go facing the air sweeper if you can avoid it. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but if you can, you want to go behind the air sweeper so your drags don't get pushed around, your loons don't get pushed around. Sometimes you can use the air sweeper for your loons to kind of get pushed the right direction, but for the most part, it's going to be a problem. Alright, so let's check out this raid and see what happens here. Like I said, we're going to zap quake that one over there. Bam, 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 bam. Air defense down. And then we're going to start our raid over here. We're going to start that funneling process. Remember I told you guys about funneling. We're going to start working those outside buildings, drop some dragons inside, and then we're going to drop the loons right over here so we can get to this air defense in a hurry. It already took out one of our dragons. It's going to take out another. We're going to use that clan castle haste spell to get that first air defense down. That's actually, the loons are actually going to take out the air sweeper, which is really nice. So what we're going to do, instead of raging right away, we're going to be patient, because if you see right here, there's a lot of storages. So right here is where we're going to want to rage. Right through all these storages, we got a huge clump. Due to that great funneling, we got a huge clump of dragons right there. We probably got like 6, 7, 8 dragons right there. They take out that other air defense, and once that other air defense is out, it's just easy money. Tesla and Archer Tower just kind of working on the king. I missed the king's ability because I was so focused on properly dropping that rage, but it's not going to matter because we have so many dragons left in this raid that the dragons are just going to work their way through this base. Another thing is, if there's a clan castle, like you're doing this in war, usually you're not going to worry about luring the clan castle. You're just going to kind of go in and use your rage to kind of help get through that clan castle troop, whatever it might be. Let's speed this up because it's just clean up from here. But yeah, if you're using this in war, and we're going to show a war replay next, not myself, but we're going to show someone else's replay from the clan and show off what they did and how they went about their raid. So there we go, 3-star, almost 1 million loot on that one. So you can actually be profitable, but for the most part, drags are going to be super expensive. They cost almost 400, they're over 400k with spells, elixir-wise, but you can make profit on the other stuff for the most part. Alright guys, let's check out this base in this replay by counter. This base is a little bit tricky with the placement of the air defenses. Me personally, you see the air defenses pointing this way, but most of the air sweepers pointing this way over here, but most of the air defenses are on this side of heavy of the base. So we're gonna kind of have to go against the air sweeper, and Connor does that really well here. What he does is he's gonna zap out one of these air defenses. Obviously, you're gonna want to do that. Zap quake that air defense there, and then he's gonna start his raid from this top side here. So he's gonna bring in his king, start working on that. Just those buildings. He doesn't really funnel. That's the only downside I would complain about this raid, but he gets a 3-star, so you can't really complain. He's gonna rage and haste really well there. Really good rage, really good haste placement to get those loons to those air defenses. Got those 2 air defenses taken out in a hurry. Now, if he would have had a little bit of better of a funnel, the stuff would be working through the middle, but it didn't really matter because he had so many dragons left over that it wasn't such a big deal. So this is an effective way that you can use Town Hall 8 dragons to get a 3-star in war. Maybe work on the funneling a little bit. Like I said, work those outside buildings so that they'll just stick to the middle and kind of focus up the middle. But this was a really nice replay by Connor's army. Very nice 3-star. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about Town Hall 8 dragons, I use them a ton, so I can definitely help you out with that. Just let me know what you need to know. As always, guys, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I mean, it's growing, it's blowing up huge. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. As always, guys, have a great day. Thanks for clash bashing.